think we need to be more thoughtful in our approach on how we bring more sustainable solutions to life across packaging portfolios. Thinking about end-to-end design, thinking about top line growth, thinking about consumer habits, how they're shifting, and how we can get them to be more sustainable in their own habits, our value chains, our costs, but really be bold, and how do we influence those big strategic bets for the betterment of the pack portfolios, the business, the environment, the communities we serve. So things along those lines, I think, are the ones types of messages I'd like to leave behind. So yeah, I think it's becoming actually more innovative, definitely sustainability focused, and to an extent regulated, which obviously we've had, food and beverage regulated, pharmaceutical, things of that nature, but even more so with local governments and just what types of packaging we bring to market. So, there's a lot of things going on. Simply put, it's, I think, more complicated. And I think we're also becoming more intelligent, though, to be able to start thinking about just, how do we solve the problems and our cost structure to make it more environmentally friendly, or our supply issues because we've got a lot of dynamics, or, now with COVID, how does that change everything? Design, et cetera. So in more advanced ways, we're trying to think differently, more socially. How do we connect in platforms like this actually to connect and think differently with our peers, talk about ways we can come together with consortiums and create partnerships. So and I think a lot of those the variables are really just regulations, business performance. Can we actually afford some of these things? COVID's had a huge impact. How are the brands assessing each of these things? How are the consumers assessing these things? So all those things I think are driving a lot of the shifts for us to be, I think, more holistic at the end and intelligent about what do we do with our packaging now. So if we can all kind of come together as peers in these partnerships and agree on certain kind of standards or guidelines, we could all be doing totally different things and creating even more complexity and challenges for the environment and consumers. So how do we make it easier, simpler, things like that? For me, I think the one benefit is really the flexibility and having to come in. It's somewhat of a seamless, exchange. It's one link, it's an email, I'm in. I can be able to, access all the different things I need to access. And then going forward, things that we've been able to do with, chat, and interactivity with our presentations and having video, so it still has a very engaging event, kind of type of feel, but there's also the thing, it's just the ease of engagement and kind of being able to tailor it and flexible, type to flex it to your style, things like that. So I think the flexibility and then just having the ability to do things easily, it's been a nice experience so far. What these events are starting to do is, help us normalize a little bit. And it's interesting because over the past year with COVID, it's become very normal to be behind a screen and to actually still get our jobs done in an effective way. And the way the summit really makes it easy to be able to come into one portal, click simply into the categories you want to be in. There's old friends that have popped up. It makes it very easy and flexible for everybody to engage, in kind of this new normal way, to where we can still take a lot of insights back with us, retool our pipelines, try to influence our business partners in a different way, leveraging benchmarking, with peer sets. And this summit is something I do, I think for the last 3 years, and have always found it highly engaging in person and then also to the same level virtually. So appreciate everything coming together. It's been nice.